So this is Strategic Management, Chapter 11, vlog. And this week I learned, actually, this chapter is talking about leadership. And this week I learned really about how to be more of an effective leader. And so in leadership, there's three different interdependent activities. One of them is setting a direction, and one of them is designing the organization, and another one is nurturing a culture that's dedicated to doing a good job and also wanting to be ethical in their actions and behaviors. Um, so, in a leadership role, like I guess a lot of people think that it's a cakewalk and it's easy money, but that's just not the case. If you're in a leadership role, if whatever you're in is going to succeed, you have to be involved, you have to be engaged. You can't just sit back and expect everything to be okay and to go right. You have to be engaged in the processes of the day to day. You have to be engaged with your employees, um, because employee engagement is pretty critical. Um, if they don't see that you're involved and that you don't, if they see that you don't really care, then they're not going to care. Um, and when the employees start to not care, then your quality is going to go down and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So, to be an effective leader, you have to be engaged really in every aspect of the business. Um, you can't just you can't be lazy, because if you want something good to happen, if you want to succeed, um, you have to be there. Um, and it's not only that, like you have to you as a being in a leadership role, you have to know how things go as well. Like you can't sit back and tell somebody to do something if you don't know what to do. I mean, unless it's, you know, for instance, an electrician that's a master electrician. Obviously, they're going to know more about electrical than you if you're not a master electrician. But just like regular employees, like you need to be there to lead and guide them, and also to set an example for how um for how people should be treated, set an example for how well stuff should be maintained and taken care of. Um you've got to set a good example for like behavior and and ethical behavior. Um so there's a lot that goes on in leadership. Like I said, a lot of people think it's easy, but it's not. Um, you have to really put in the time, and you have to be dedicated, and to be a good leader, and to have good people working under you. They also need to see that you are dedicated and that you care. That's a big part of it. Um, so that's a little bit about what I got out of this week, and I look forward to next week. Thanks.